Hi guys, it's Angela with Panda Kisses, and I'm going to be making the avocado cute snap tab keychain thing from Parker on the Porch. So I went ahead and I have my 5x7 hoop with stabilizer. You can make this in a 4x4 hoop. I just already had my 5x7 set up, so that's what I'm doing. But 4x4 works fine for this single snap tab design. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first you go ahead and stitch that placement step, step 1, onto your stabilizer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll come back and show you. Okay guys, there you go. There's the placement stitch. That shows you how big of a piece of fabric you need to put down. I'm going to use this really pretty chrome vinyl. So I'm going to go ahead and put it there. I got it from embroidery.com. So just make sure you have a big enough piece to cover all your placement stitches, and then go ahead and stitch the next step, which is the placement stitch for the heart. So I'm going to go ahead and stitch step 2. I'll come back and show you guys. Here's what that placement stitch looks like. I'm going to go ahead and use some like red felt on the heart. So I'm going to go ahead and place it over those placement stitches, and I'm going to go ahead and run step 3, which is going to tack down that heart. Okay guys, this is what it looks like right here. Now I'm going to use my applique scissors to cut this out, this heart out. So bear with me a second. Now kind of cut exactly how you want it, because there's not going to be satin stitches around this. This is just how it stays. So cut as close or as far away as you want it, how much of the red you want showing on the outside. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to cut a little bit more right here. Okay, I'm going to cut this side a little bit. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. It's not doing any satin stitches or anything, so cut it however close you want or how much ever you want on the outside, but there you go. So I'm going to meet you back at the machine. Okay, I'm back on the machine. I switched my thread to black. The next step is going to be to stitch the eyes and the mouth. I'm going to do that in black. Step 4. I'm going to go ahead and stitch that. I'll come back. Okay guys, there's the cute little face. Now it's going to do the outline of the avocado just around it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in white, and I will come back and show you what the white looks like. Okay guys, this is what it looks like on the front. And I went ahead and cut some more of the felt that was sticking out, because the line right here is really super close to the heart, so I cut it a little closer so it was inside this white line a little bit better. Just so you know. Now we are done with the front. It's time to add the back of the snap tab, the keychain, whatever you want to use it as. You have your outline back here. You need a piece of fabric big enough to cover that. You can use felt, you can use whatever you want. I'm using the same vinyl, so I just want to make sure I have a big enough piece of vinyl that covers these placement stitches. Some fuzz, sorry. There and there. So I have enough to cover. I'm going to just tape it down. Just making sure I have enough left over that I want on the edge. Okay, so I am just taping this down. You are on the underneath of your hoop. This is the bottom side of your hoop, so you flipped it over. I taped it down so it will stay. Here's the front of your hoop, here's the back of your hoop. Now we're going to go back over to the machine and stitch the last step, and I will come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, here we are. We're back on my machine. I have the top on. When I put my thing on, I make sure that the vinyl stayed taped and it didn't get flipped over. And now we are doing our very last step, step 6. And it's going to go ahead and stitch all the way around. I changed mine to green. I want it to be green, so I'll go ahead and stitch that. I'll come back and show you. Okay guys, here's what the front of your snap tab looks like. Here's what the back of it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and take off my stabilizer. Again, this design would have easily fit in a 4x4 hoop. I just put it in the 5x7. So I'm going to tear all this stabilizer off. I don't like to see the white stabilizer on the side of my snap tab, so I tear the stabilizer off first when they're in big pieces. If you cut this first, it's really hard to get the white stabilizer out in tiny pieces. So I always pull it off first. That's my reasoning. And I'm going to take this tape off because tape drives me crazy. Okay. Okay, all this this tape's off. Now I'm just going to use some smaller scissors and I'm going to cut around this. And it takes practice to cut straight and make it look good. You don't have to watch out for anything except for your stitch lines. I usually cut as close as I can to the stitch lines because it keeps me more consistent. And that's really my only reason why I do that. And then the other thing is I put the tip of my scissors where I want it to stop, and then I cut once. So that keeps me from cutting my stitch lines. I also try to cut in longer cuts so it's not choppy. So those are just some of my tips. The only other thing is just practice will get you to cut them nicely. Don't rush. This is what's going to make your design look good or bad. If it's all choppy and not even, it's not going to look good. So take your time when you're cutting. Okay, almost done. Okay, cut the corner off. Okay, there you go. I'm just going to move this to the side. So there you go. You have the front. This is the back. You can see there's like strings here. You can cut these. Just cut next to it. Don't cut the knots, but you can cut these off. Okay. So there you go. There it is. Now I'm going to show you how to do a snap tab. You're going to need 4 pieces for any snap tab. I'm going to show you the difference of 2. I'm going to just grab white. These are the 20-inch short, like the regular one. This is what most people use. This is the 20-inch long. You can see that this piece is longer right here. And the purpose for that is if you're using really thick vinyl, like if I'm using marine vinyl versus canvas vinyl, this is definitely going to be needed for the marine vinyl, especially if you're doing 2 layers of it. So one's longer than the other. So this is the long prong. This is the regular original short prong. But there's a couple ways to do it. You're always going to use this to place it. Now I always just kind of take my tab and I kind of like eyeball where I want it. Kind of want it like right about there. You want to just get equal distance from either side. And then you're just going to use this to poke through. Okay, so it poked through and made your hole. So now this can now fit through like this. There you go. See? You're going to do another one down here on a snap tab, so just make sure you're far enough up that it doesn't cover your design and that you're in the middle, and then just poke another hole. There's your, oops, there's your other hole. Now I'm going to show you how to do it 2 ways. I'm going to show you how to do it with a hand press, which is right here. If you're doing it with a hand press, go ahead and put that through. Now all of them have 4 pieces. Like I said, you're going to have 2 of the tops, either short prong or long prong. These are 20, the size. And then you're going to have 2 bottoms. And these are the 2 that fit together. So you're going to need both of these pieces as well. So it doesn't matter which one you use where, just that you use 2 different ones. Okay, so I'm going to take this. This is all the way through. I'm going to put it through like that. See? Now you're going to take your hand press. There's an inset right here. You're going to put that where your cap is. You're going to just hold it, and then you're going to squeeze. Now if you have a hard time with your hands, you might want to not use the hand press, but it goes ahead and it basically bends and smushes that tip of the prong to hold this together. Now the other thing I have, I'm going to take the camera down and show you, but I actually have the bigger machine one, so I'm going to just grab you real quick. Hold on. Let me turn you off. And I have hand press, the big machine hand presses. So I'm going to show you how to use this as well. And the reason I have 2, you can get 1. These are supposed to press more consistently. It's also supposed to, sometimes when I use the hand press, it ends up, I press too hard and it ends up showing like a little wear on the front of this and it doesn't look very good. The other reason it's not supposed to use as much muscle, like you don't have to push as hard. The problem with this is, in my opinion, is you have to switch this every single time depending on if you're doing this piece, this top piece. Oops, those are the same. Let me get a different one. This side, Let me show you this side or this side. You have to change this every single time. So I bought two because I'm lazy and I don't want to change things. If you've watched my channel, I do easy as possible. So let me see which one I already did. I already did this one. So that's this machine. I'll do this one. Okay, so I have the cap. Or the bottom piece. You're gonna go ahead and stick that, oops, let me get it, sorry. Stick that in there this way, so it's in there. You take the cap, you go ahead and place it, I'm gonna do this one-handed, sorry. I'm gonna place it in here, into your hole. You get it through. Okay, and then you're gonna place the cap down into this, like here. Now the bottom piece is already up here, and then you're gonna take the handle and push down, and that's gonna put it together. Now I might not be able to do this one-handed. Let me just set you back up on here. Okay, I'm not gonna get a full view of this, but we have the cap on here. We have the other little piece in here, so you go ahead and place it here and you just hold it with your hand to keep it there, and then you're going to take this handle and you're going to push down. Okay, and then you just pull up and then put it together. So that's the two ways you can do this. You can either use these big machines or a hand press. Okay, and then you're going to get a snap tab. Hold on, I'm not organized. Okay, sorry, I'm not very organized. Didn't have everything over here. Okay, so what you're going to need is a clasp. These are called D because it's flat right here. A D swivel. This is called like a lobster clasp. This one actually pushes like this to open it. And they're pretty thick and heavy. I like these ones because they're good quality. And this is smaller. You need to watch what size you're going to do. I think this is 3/4 or something. But anyways, it can go, you go around here. And then these two snap now in place. So you have a cute little keychain. It can go on your backpacks. It can go on your keychains. It can go on your zipper pull of a jacket. They're really, really cute and versatile. The other thing they can do is go on like your little bags. So this swivel clip I like better because it's higher quality, it's thicker, and you can tell the difference, but it does not fit on the zipper pull. So I could connect it right here on this if I wanted to. Let me just go like that. So like that, it could be hang like that. But if you want it on your zipper pull, that's why I have these other ones. I'm going to take this off, undo. This one is a little smaller. It's a little cheesier. It's not as thick or as good quality, and this one's longer too. So this must be like 1 inch versus the 3/4 inch. See how the D is bigger? Okay. So this one goes on here, but what's cool about this one is it actually clips to the zipper pull because it's smaller right there. So you can have this as your zipper pull right here. Okay, so I just wanted to show you the difference between the two. So there you go. There is the Avocado Snaptab. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please let me know. All the links are below. If you go to see more, it will show you vinyls. It will show you where I get my stabilizer. It will show you all sorts of things. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I did a tutorial on the taco bag too, so go find that tutorial if you want to make this adorable taco bag. Thank you so much.